My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slice and Dice, where I'm going to surprise no one by taking Slicey for... Slicey! Oh my god, I had Slice in my brain and tried to read Shiny. Shiny is what I'll be taking here for +2 item quality. Of course, that will be pairing with our Treasure Sheikah, which is also +1 to item quality, as well as +1 to the item slots, maximum 3. We have a Bolt spell, we have some generation of mana immediately, and we also have the Eye Clay permanent item. A bunch of negatives as well, but I'm not going to run through those individually. Up against a Goblin and a Boar. This is the furthest I have been in Endless Mode. Very comfortably. In the fighter, I would really prefer if you would roll 2 at some point. Ooh, or not. I should have settled for the mana earlier. Oh well. So killing the boar will immediately just solve all of our problems. Hard not to just exclusively focus on that then. Not the best example of an opening fight. I should have just been a little less greedy with my mana, and everything could have been so much simpler than it has been. Alas, we'll stick to best practices now and take out the ball, making Goblin flee. Bard and Jester this early on. Jester does have the ability to give us 3 mana in a single instant. I mean, that's very, very appealing. They also do have dodge, if I want to hold on to that for a really long period of time to use it to dodge Hexier in the end fight. Hey, it is possible to do that. It's not necessarily bad. Jester also does have the spell for Flick, 1 damage, engage, on cooldown as well, so 1 mana for 2 damage. I think I will take the Jester. I still want some items that give more of a bent towards actually generating mana consistently, because the Jester has the 3 mana side, but the other sides are single use, and also very low in their mana generation. Alright, Thorn. I can take you out by defending the fighter, and then having the fighter hit you. And in fact, we actually already have all of this done then. Fighter takes out the Thorn, and between the Lost and the mana generated by the Jester, we take out the Coil. Smelly Manure and the Life Bolt. So Smelly Manure adds decay and growth to all sides. And, sorry, not to all sides, sorry. Just growth to the top and bottom sides, decay to all of the middle ones, though. And then Life Bolt. After each spell is cast, self-heal 1. I can't think of anyone who will wield Smelly Manure particularly well here, but Life Bolt's just going to be generally good for us. After a spell is cast, self-heal 1, and in fact, this will be self-healing for 2, because it's something that we can duplicate with Clay. So if we can get the Defender to take more damage, like if they can upgrade into a Monk and redirect damage to themselves, I would absolutely love to see it. I'd go ballistic for it. Absolute bananas. Definitely the largest defense from the Defender. We will take it happily. I'm also going to settle for as much mana as the game will give us on that instant. Then Bolt and Flick and murder the rat that'll take out Lost so that we can defend the fighter. Mend to set a hero's HP to 3. Don't need to do that. The rats are on 5 HP, but only 1 more mana is needed to take them out from there. Also Lost with the clutch dodge. I'm going to continue pushing my luck here for a little bit. Getting some extra rerolls consistently, the extra mana, and the best side on fighter. Good to see each of those. Jester still let us down despite... Well, did Jester really let us down? Jester gave us the amount of rerolls that we required in order to get a good result out of the fighter and out of the healer. I don't know if they let us down. I don't know if that's fair framing. Have the rat run at the start of the next round, and Gambler versus Priestess. So Priestess does have one of my favorite abilities on a healer, which is Flash, Heal, and Shield 1 to all dying allies. You can manipulate this to be able to use it multiple times per turn, but most importantly, if you set this up to hit 2 or 3 targets, it is ridiculous. If it hits every target on the board, it is 2 mana for Heal 5 and Shield 5. And if they have extra modifiers on them, not that ours currently do, unfortunately. Ooh, we also have +1 reroll. Didn't mention that before. But if they have modifiers on them that increase the amount of healing or shielding they get from any individual action, then they can make use of those as well. If I had Survival Specialist, I would more heavily make the case here for Priestess, also for the sake of having the heal in AoE. Because I don't, and because I really want some damage, I'm going to take the Gambler. Fight a Thorn for a random tier 0 item. Tier 0 items are typically not going to help us, so I'm not going to risk it for it. Up against a Troll and a Bones. Looks like this is a boss fight because I appear to be given them extra shielding at the start, and obviously there's a Bones in this fight. That makes a good point. Unfortunately, the defender is taking some damage here. I'm going to have to shield them with bursts if I want to keep them alive. I'm actually going to get the Gambler to continue pushing. They hit their full 5. Love to see it. Healer, can you get more mana? Dang. Okay, so if we kill the Bones on the top line, which we are more than capable of doing, takes a wee flick. Then we can keep everyone on board satisfactorily safe. Excellent. I'm not even going to throw the bolt right now. Yeah, I'm not going to throw the bolt right now, because if I throw it next round, I'm just going to get 2 health back on the defender. It's just a little bit more efficient. And also, this sets up the ability to use Flick again against the Troll, because they will regen themselves back to full HP. Neat little secondary effect there. I wasn't directly considering at the time, but I will now claim that I was. 2-1 fighter is good enough. Jester dodging is not the play. Yeah, we desperately need them to generate damage. Oh, maximum effects on both the defender and the healer. Wow, everyone is super high rolling this round. Thank you muchly to each of you. Okay, let's shield the Jester, and sure, I'll bolt and blow up the Troll. Shuriken and Tankard. I really now do wish that I had one of the modifiers that gives you, your bottom hero starts poisoned, or your top hero starts poisoned, or your top 3 heroes start poisoned, etc., whatever. Because I would just be able to give someone the Tankard as well as the Clay and double up on the impact of that. I almost want to take it now just to set up the possibility of getting that in this run, but that seems too long a bow to draw for me. Shuriken adds ranged and chain to the 2 right sides, the largest problem there being that all of our right sides are by default blank. Although, chain, 2 times if this shares a keyword with a previously used dice this turn, a lot of our dice will have selfless. When I say a lot of them, what I mean is 2 of them in that area. I'm going to take the random tier 4 or 6. Demonic Deal. Add pain and +2 to all sides. We can duplicate this effect. If I can find any way to offset that pain, this suddenly becomes ridiculous. I'm so keen. Maybe I should look at Curse first, actually. Sandstorm, at the end of every 3rd turn, 1 damage to all allies, and Skulk during the 3rd turn, +1 to all enemy sides. This can be particularly tough in summoner fights, and we're already having difficulties in summoner fights because Graves summoned 2 bones at the same time. Excuse me, I was looking at the snake on the screen. I'll take this Sandstorm, thank you muchly. I don't really think I can afford to give anyone a Demonic Deal at the moment. Nah, not that one. Ooh, we do roll our sweet 5 there. If I can get 2 mana, we can actually just... There we go. That's it. That'll do us. 5 and 2 for the snake, and then a bolt takes out a goblin. The other one runs. Warden and vampire. Either of you wields either of these with specific power. I mean, the vampire would be able to heal 5 to all other allies' pain vitality. I am actually kind of tempted to put it on the vampire, because I could give the vampire 6 damage self-heal if I give them the clay as well. Because it's self-heal, right? It's the offset I was asking. I mean, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. There's no good reason to avoid the instinct there. That's... Look at this. 6 damage self-heal pain. And I roll 4 times, and I'm looking for 2 sides here? There's also... This side already has pain by default, so heal 5 to all other allies' pain vitality. Give all other allies 5 max HP. It is entirely possible that we just use the vampire as a battery. Charge everyone else up. I'm ready to explore that universe. I'll settle for the self-heal at the moment, though. 2 and 2. I think we're actually taking an attacking defender this round, and there we go for the extra mana. I think I have the lethals here. Let me just try and do some of these. Okay, hang on. I don't have the lethal for every single character, but I do not need to go back and optimize because this illusion will run. Blood amulet. Thimble! What? Immune to damage in your turn. Hang on. Hang on. Blood amulet as well adds self-heal to the 2 left sides, so you also self-heal, right? So that would be able to offset the vampire here, right? We would be able to lose the life bolt, and then the vampire would have, you know, self-heal and pain on this side. Obviously, this is selfless heal pain, whatever. But self-heal as well on the pain, on the heal 5 to all sides, as well as self-heal on the 6 mana side. The vampire suddenly becomes so powerful. Or we can just nullify any of the self-damage whatsoever. Which of those is better? Like, I guess if it's on the vampire... It's Thimble, right? Yeah. I just do this, right? This is dumb and fun and cool. Extra monster for a rusty plate, replacing the middle side with reagents as well, replacing the 2 right sides with heal 1 regen blank, and a cleanse potion. I'm gonna decline that challenge. I'll get this life bolt for the defender. And yeah, vampire, you can take no damage on your turns. Absolutely pump the heck. Love it. 5 damage from the gambler. Good to see it. I'm just going to go for the extra mana on the vampire here, certainly. Okay. So big bolt and then flick, and then that sets up for the gambler. Wait, hang on. The bandit is not the person I need to overkill. It's the jinx that I need to overkill here. I don't get burst in this fight, but that is A and okay. There you go. Bandit runs away. Scrapper and monk. I did ask for the monk, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. Yeah. I did just realize, because this is +4 to all of these repel sides and take no damage on the monk's turn. So ultimately, what this is the best AoE that I think I can generate at all. So hang on. Most of you are hitting yellow? Great. I'm going to defend yellow and do 5 damage to everyone attacking them. How dare you? For your gall. For your absolute gall. Ooh, gambling. Good strike. Okay. Monk. Defend yellow by a bunch. I guess we just lost the ability to do our flick first as the setup on one of those. Let's do it on the bones, actually. Taking out that bones instantly. And then that kills Agnes. And if I burst to defend the monk, I keep it on board. And we're down to just Gither and McGrath. That was a big bones that we had to remove from that field as well. Okay, I mean, yeah, this just kills McGrath and saves the fighter at the same time. How do you turn that down? The key is not turning it down. One thing we should be mindful of is McGrath is going to do 2 damage to the bottom enemy, but Monk is... Oh, incapable of taking damage during their turn, so Monk is not going to take any damage to the middle enemy strike from Gither here. Good to see, good to see. Alright. There goes McGrath. And there goes Gither. Made an absolute mess of him. Spell Invest, which is invest 6 mana, future, and cooldown. So you actually invest 4 mana, and then in the next turn you get 6 mana. You can only use it once a turn. Or the ability to unlock a character, the final character that I have not yet unlocked. I'm gonna click this one. Boom. Pair of King's Pick has unlocked a new hero called Ace. Ace has triple as an effect, plus 3 mana, triple. Times 3 if this has the same value as the 2 previously used dice this turn. Then also plus 2 mana pair, times 2 if it has the same use as the previously used this turn, and then plus 1 mana. Single. Their spell is Draw for 3 mana, shield 1, and boost. You shield the target, and you also give plus 1 to all of their sides this turn. Neat! Super neat. I cannot wait to finally play with them. I do not want slow spells too, thank you. I barely want to give the enemies more HP here. I kind of want to go with a random tier 1. Oh, no! Worst items quality, my what? Well. Vampire, you can have the Pair of Kings, which is giving the pair effect that we just mentioned previously to the Vampire's Top and Bottom Scyther. And yeah, Monk, well, actually, most of these are direct targets. So I think that... Oh, let's be clever about this. Let's be clever about this. I think that in this fight, the Vampire is the one who needs to wield the Demonic Pact. The Monk obviously can take that. Pair of Kings. That's pair to the top and bottom side. Honestly, just for better mana generation on the Jester, I feel like the Pair of Kings should sit there. It's not commonly that 3 is going to set up for the redirects. Is it? Like, 3 is only the Jester's mana side, but I do consistently roll for that. Sure, Monk, you can have the setup. Whatever. Another reason to do this setup is because the Vampire will do 6 damage with the Self-Heal Pain side, which is enough to kill a Quartz outright in a single action. That's huge. Monk, you should definitely redirect yourself. There's the 6 damage. That's 1 Quartz down. There's another 6 damage. That's another Quartz down, and the Jester rolls for the maximum on mana. Also setting up the Monk's ability to redirect a larger hit and self-shield for 6. Okay. 1 Quartz down. And in fact, if I kill the bones next to this Quartz, that will reveal the sniper in the back line, and I can defend myself against all of their damage and make them run at the start of the next round. I love how quick these fights have become. We're halfway through. It's been 19 minutes now. Well, now, but it's been 19 minutes. We're halfway through. Making absolute haste, making work out of them. Collector and Sinew are our options here. Sinew with Cleave and Chain. We don't really have Cleave to set that up, but... Oh my god! Collector could give 5 damage, duplicate, self-heal, and pain to... I mean, I can still take out the Luduses with a single hit with the Vampire at the moment, and buffing the Cleave on the Collector doesn't make sense this round, neither on the Monk. So this is the correct itemization for now, but this Collector can wield things in the future. Yeah, let's take the 6 self-shield from the Monk right now. Sounds good to me. Okay. There go the illusions. Big self-defend. I'll take out the largest damage contributor. And I guess the second largest damage contributor as well. Oh, I almost feel bad for these Seudal. I almost feel like responsible for styling on them unnecessarily, but this is the fastest way I can dispatch of you. It's just also super stylish. It just so happens to be fly as hell. Let's go for a big redirect there. And just take out the enemies with ease. Goodbye, Seudal. Hello, Pocket Mirror. And Sickle! Sickle! I have me a sickle, I'm gonna reap me a harvest! +1 to all of the lowest pip sides. That is one of the most powerful kinds of things that you can duplicate an effect of. I mean, doesn't work super well with the demonic deal, but whatever. Pocket Mirror is also super good, but I think I'll go with a sickle here. Like, sickle right now gives +1 to the cleave and +1 to the duplicate, which is not that much. It gives +1 to both of the repelling sides, which is pretty good. It gives +1 to the cantrip reroll, which is pretty sick. Wiz and Banshee. Yeah, again, the best targets are probably holding at the moment. Well, actually, no. The collector. Oh, collection. Equip 3 items on the collector. So we've done. Well done. Yeah, the collector with the cleave and... Wait, hang on. Oh, yeah, they can't take the damage in the turn. They don't need self-heal. The collector with the cleave... Oh! Actually, because it's not propagating self-heal, because I'm using the thimble and not the blood amulet, because of that, it's not going to propagate self-heal with the duplicate pain, which means if I duplicate this pain strike to everyone else, they will die using it. So that actually removes a lot of the utility I thought that the collector was going to gain here. But the collector does have a 5 damage cleave, which is the ability to hit the back line here. They also have a 6 damage range, which is also, by definition, the ability to hit the back line. So I'm fine with it. They have enough. Yeah, vampire, that's fine. Man, good rolls, good rolls. I'd love to get the doubled side, or the pair of kings side, rather, and the mana. All these extra rerolls, I'll push it as far as I need. Fair enough. I'm only stopping because the game made me. Alright, here's the... Yeah, sure. I gotta do the engaging damage to the Banshee before I strike it with the cleave, taking out the collector in the back line. Oh, and we actually just have enough to kill the Banshee immediately. Venom and Sir John. Sir John could certainly save us for some particularly poor outcomes. How good am I against bosses? That's really what we have to consider when we see Venom on the board, right? How good am I currently at fighting a boss? Because if I'm garbage, Venom solves all of those problems instantly. A one-pick trick solution. Is that what I need right now? I'm increasingly feeling as I look at this world that that's what I need right now. Gambler is capable of doing some thick damage, but is not really consistent, unfortunately. And what is more consistent than damage you apply to an enemy that continually does that damage for the rest of the entire fight until they are dead or you are? Yeah, it's Venom. It's absolutely Venom for us. It's not going to be great for this fight, admittedly, but it's definitely Venom. Again, unfortunately, we have a lot of enemies on the field, so the possibility exists that they all target the same person, and suddenly, you know, the repel buff would be ridiculous in this fight. But the possibility also exists that they all target individuals, and then it's complete garbage. Although the Lich does have AoE attacks in the weaken, which I will hope to avoid. I suspect this means that maintaining the 5 damage cleave side on the collector is of priority importance to us. Rude. get some weakens. That's unfortunate. I only have to take out 2 targets on field in order to save 2 characters right now. Pretty happy to push this roll. And again, because that really screwed us over, unfortunately, for a second there. Yikes, that didn't get much better. I'm about to be really greedy and push like this final roll entirely. But I do believe that every previous roll has been significantly worse than this. So, justified in my mind. Collector. You may murder the person attempting to murder you. I almost want the monk to focus on defending themselves as well as protecting someone else from getting debuffed this round. Someone who might be more important to remain undebuffed. Maybe that's the collector. And then the monk is like almost certainly dead. Yeah, so the monk has to defend someone else, defend the vampire. The vampire can, I mean, unfortunately can just heal one target 1. That's all they can do right now. Some big damage there. Set up a little bit of poison against one of the bones. Jester also manages to dodge the Lich's effect there very helpfully. Jester, are you really promising a game just to dodge? Is that like your big thing? You're just gonna dodge 5 damage every round and watch all of your friends die? Them giving me 3 mana or additional rerolls may contribute to more than 5 damage as defense. I'm gonna continue rerolling. Additional reroll, baby. Venom does have the cleanse for a different target, maybe for monk. Take them back to reasonably useful this round. Also give them a little bit of extra HP. Admittedly, Venom is going to otherwise have difficulty doing much this round. Vampire, a large heal for a target this turn would actually be really appropriate. Distributed heal to the entire board at your expense? That's... Oof. That's probably not the right play for you right now. The extra mana, though, I can find useful. Okay. Venom removes the debuff from Monk. Monk then sets up the 6 defense for a different character, as well as retargeting. We could use this single-handedly to save the Jester if we wanted. Let's save the Venom first, I think, actually. Get the additional mana, 1 more. And kill the bones that's otherwise going to murder the Jester. Do I feel okay about that? No, I could do better. I could do better. I could do better. So, and how's that done? It's done by defending the Jester, intending to save the Venom by killing the top target. And we do that with the Flick and Bolt, setting up the bones next to it to be able to take a burst to die, saving the vampire from another 5 damage. That's the turn we wanted. Collector, do you want to roll this cleave? Like, I've equipped you with the perfect tool. Do you want to use it at all? I seem like I just think it'd be good. I just think it'd be fun. I just think it'd be a joyful experience for everyone involved. Well, most of us. Not the enemies. Monk. I do like the idea of you being able to prevent someone from getting weakened for the next round. Jester, you are being reasonably heavily targeted right now. There's the big AoE that I really needed. Let's do this. Big AoE. Do we seriously have to lose Venom in order to do this? No? Wait, is the answer no? Okay, the answer is only no if I inefficiently trade healing there, but fair enough. I'll do it. It's still pretty essential that I keep as many of these tunes around as possible. 6 damage to the backline is not really what we're looking for at the moment. I mean, we do want to access the backline and then throw in the poison from the Venom Atom. Sounds like a great idea to me. Let's get there first. Big heal from the vampire. Huge outcome this round. Being able to shield. We could also protect the collector from an incoming paralysis of a side. Or petrification, rather, of a side. I don't want the duplicate, buddy. There you go. Absolutely, I'll take that. We take out one bones. Unfortunately, the AoE also spawns another bones, but then we take out that bones and manage to poison the Lich. I'll also throw out the very, very damage efficient flick right there. Let's get some more health on the Venom, and this fight is ours. It's basically all over but the crying. Goodbye, bones. And that's the Lich done right there. Brimstone! Dribble the pips to the rightmost side. I don't think anyone got a rightmost side at the moment. Deeply unfortunately. Triple the pips to the rightmost side, and then doubling that effect? Oh! Mirror Mask. Replace all sides with the hero above's base sides. I mean, if I wanted to get like a second Venom on the field, that's not a bad way to do it. And then the first Venom poisons ridiculously, and then the second Venom's like, I can plague people ridiculously now. Ooh, that's actually pretty sick and kind of nasty as well. Yeah, let's do that. 4 for single use and heavy dice, or a random tier 1 curse. We are getting down to curses that I don't want any part of any of this. I'm gonna take the random tier 1. A lead weight item replaces the top and the bottom with blank. It must be used on a character. Ouch. Not what I wanted. Admittedly, not what I wanted. So now Venom can give ridiculous poison to a target on the first round, and then Collector is just here to follow up with more poison through the plague effect. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Couple bandits. An ogre and a war chief. Almost feels bad to go for the plague side here. It's the least poison I have access to. Great hits with the monk and the jester. Thankfully. Collector, you could actually have a really dramatic impact on the vampire this round, but a more dramatic impact. Oh my god, Venom, please. I can't believe Venom. I should have just locked the plague on the Venom at the start of the round. I just did not believe it was going to be possible that for the rest of the rolls, they were not going to be able to hit any of the other poison sides. I just didn't think that was going to happen, and then it did. It's fine. I'm going to pay for my hubris here. Why? I only wanted to do the thing with no downsides. Why must there be downsides? I mean, look, we can take the War Chief out. We just can't overkill it and therefore kill the bandit next to it. That said, I can start working on attempting to overkill the ogre to try and offset. Because one ogre overkill here is enough to make 2 bandits flee. Oh, that's a plague. And the plagues are good enough. Oh my god, the plague spreads. Oh! Collector, 8 damage, poison plague. Boom, get him. Time for the Keeper and the Wizard. Hey, Keeper and the Wizard! The Wizard! The Wizard! Y'all, the Wizard with the sickle is pretty ridiculous. I can just perma boost another target by 2 if I want. And I do want to do that. Actually, the Collector, if I get you to Mirror Mask after the lead weight, I don't even have to have the negative of the leg weight. Okay. Thorn and Hydra stand against us here. The Venom multiplication and stuff like that may not be super important. Okay, the Wizard does get the ability to immediately enhance someone quite deeply. The Monk could attempt to defend some other character. I don't know about that. I'm gonna give the Vampire the ability to give max HP to characters, and I'm also gonna shield them and allow them to do that here in the first round. Push with everyone else though. Plague and Plague. So, big plague. Another big plague. There goes the Hydra in round 1. I can only defend a character that is being attacked by the Hydra, but not being attacked by either of the Thorns here. And now I have to figure out how to kill the Thorns without losing my tomb. I mean, you know, Wizard with the defend is pretty good there. Also have the ability to give a repetition to a character. So yeah, Vampire just murders one, and then repeat, and then murder the other. Get him. Time Stone adds cantrip to the 2 right sides. Unfortunately, we don't have that many right sides. Angel Feather adds rescue to the top and the bottom side, so you can use it again if it does rescue a character for having done so. Putting that on the Wizard would actually be hilarious here. I'm almost tempted to go for the random tier 9 though. The Monk, choosing my Monk upgrade around the Angel Feather is actually also a huge strat. Let's have a look at who I still have. So I've seen Twin this run? I don't remember seeing Twin. I do remember seeing Keeper. I don't remember seeing Stop. Oh, wait, is that counting this entire run? Like, before times? Valkyrie, we could get the save people Angel Feather Valkyrie. That's pretty good. Granite, Paladin, Mimic. I don't know. I'm feeling random tier 9. Adds poison to the 2 left. Okay. Well. That actually feels like a pretty huge whiff. That's all I do. What are you doing? There you go. Give poison to your attack. Dang. All right, Venom, good roll. Monk, if you defend a target that Venom strikes, that will be enough to take them out. Collector does get Plague. I did not expect that to possibly happen, but it did, so yay. Well, cool. With Plague active on the Collector, I am going to have the Collector murder 1 target, and then I'm going to give them the ability to act again. I'm having them murder another target, and then the Monk is going to defend the Collector, killing another target, and then I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to infuse, saving the Venom and the Wizard's lives. Here I thought I might have been able to cut through enough to prevent their deaths, but no, they were mainly taking damage to the backlines, so... Of course it was going to turn like this. Ooh. Just gonna outright kill a target, give you another turn, outright kill another target. Redirect some damage, and let's outright kill the final. Paladin versus Doctor. Doctor. Oh, the poison. Wait a second, the Plague, hang on. Bonus equal to the total poison on all characters. I can't plan around that like that, right? No, that's a bad idea. I just need to get the paladin. Yeah, I just need a reasonable character about. We got a bunch of spiders and a single bone, and Tarantus is here too. Ah, Tarantus is actually doing the 3 damage poison weaken strike, so I get a huge defense with cleanse. Very grateful for that. Wizard, would you like to roll early on in this fight? Actually, that's good enough. I'm not going to push another reroll there. Their boost is ideally what I would have wanted, of course. So, big damage on the Tarantus. And then I may just outright murder a target on the board. Let's do that to one of the spiders that is murdering one of the characters right now. Yeah. That one goes down. We defend the vampire, and then she has access to more damage. And we'll take down another spider. Huge poison on Tarantus here. Ridiculous. Oh my god. We get a plague. I mean, Tarantus goes down this turn. That's pretty much guaranteed. It's just how much of the rest of the team goes down as well. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna lock it in. I'm gonna attempt to go for maximum. So that's enough poison to set up for the Collector doing 15 damage with the Poison Plague, and that is literally exactly damage to take out the Tarantus right now. We were always going to lose our top character in this fight, as a reminder. That always happens here. However, if I kill this spider first and then give you the ability to repeat and then kill Tarantus, we can then take out Bones and move on to the next fight. Egg basket. Put all our eggs in one basket. +6 to the leftmost side. Change all sides. Do I want to do that? Do I want to give you a ridiculous shield? I don't think so, but it's... I don't know. I feel like I can get away with anything at the moment, which is the worst. I need to immediately realize that's not the case. Paladin with the heal and shield 3 in in cleave. It's pretty huge. Actually, yeah, just I'm gonna take that. Turn 1, start of the first turn, shield 1 to all enemies, replaces armor. I don't love this, but look, I'll take it. I think there are worse things out there that I could be forced to take. Core, Jinx ML, that is all monsters have +3 on the left side. The Wiz and Core, cool. Poison. Everyone else can push. Plague. Thank you. Carrying as much damage as possible. Paladin with the largest health generation that they are capable of. Excellent. So, first off, let's focus on taking out one of these targets. Jinx ML is just a little bit away from death right there. It's going to be difficult to finish someone off here, unfortunately. I'll settle for just taking out one core. I guess and the Jinx ML, but I was aiming higher. I wanted 3 down by the end of that turn, or nothing. Plague, I'll accept, noting that Venom still has the ability to set up for that very dramatically. Big poison, big kill. Bash and the Prophet. So the Prophet offers us heal 1 to all allies in regen. This is a lot more survivability. They can also use the pair of kings to duplicate a heal and mana gain side, also really good, because that would be enough to even set up for their soothe. I mean, Bash is definitely not what the collector wants to become here, so let's take the profit, noting that the other is not the option I want to take at all. Simplifies my choice. Okay. Troll Zombie, Wisp, and Troll. Standing in our way quite briefly. Oh, we got the boost. We got the boost, and we've got profit with... Oh my god, hang on. Paladin, we can set up for ridiculous mana this turn, actually. Collector, please roll Plague! And it does. It does. Okay, so, Wizard, you set up on the Prophet. Now the Prophet is, has a heal 4 side that also has pair. I'll pair that by getting my Paladin to attack. So now I heal a target for 8, and I gain 8 mana. Cool. Cool. Let's not... I can't kill the zombie outright is the big thing. I need to make sure that I'm actually capable of killing some targets in the future, so... Collector... Let's just plague through some targets on board. There we go. I'm gonna bolt the zombie, which is enough to kill it in a single action. And sure, I'll burst the troll, which guarantees it dies at the end of the round. Just a wisp left. We're actually doing it. We're totally going past 100 on this run. Blue skin! No! I don't know how to use you now. Ah. Oh, actually, I know what it is as well. So, Blue King. Replace all sides with the hero below's base sides, retaining your side's values and keywords. Could I do some sick and nasty stuff with this? Almost certainly. Is it going to be more sick and nasty than what we're currently doing? Probably not. Can I currently shore myself up against one of the possible possibilities that will take us out of this game? Yes, I can, and that is Pentagram. Cannot be killed for the first 4 turns. Putting that on the Wizard guarantees that the Wizard is just not going to die while I cast all of my spells. They refuse to. One of the best results we can get from the Prophet on the first round. Especially because it's pretty much always set up by the Wizard. Play. And in fact, I'll even set up for the extra mana again, the big play. So now I can Plague Hydra, and then repeat, and then Plague Hydra again. Then throw a bolt at the Basilisk, and hold the rest of that turn. I think that worked well. One of the big poison signs, please. Pretty sure I made like a lot of them. So we are down to our final enemy, and it is the Dragon. It is Dragob. I need not worry. The Collector is the Collector better than the Barbarian here? Oh no, the Barbarian just has more health. Literally, I just take the Barbarian, but I still replace all of its stuff. Yeah, there you go. Get him. Get him, Bob. You know what, Paladin? Sure, you can poison the boss. There you go, with the heavy poison, maybe. Is there anything that needs to be altered for this fight? I think not. Let's go. Dragon Core Archer and Bones. Okay, good hits on the Paladin and the Prophet here at the very start of the fight. My god, we get ridiculous mana because of it. We have the full setup. We do not get Plague afterwards, though. Okay. So, let's keep the Prophet alive and the Paladin. Let's start figuring out how we're going to save characters here as well. Paladin is very difficult to save right now, actually. Or I mean, without just throwing a burst at them. I'm discounting that as an option. Okay, I can take out the core with a single action there. Unfortunately, it's not contributing poison towards the dragon. But I do need to be able to take out that core eventually. I can take out that core later with a single Plague Strike, and getting poison earlier on the dragon is probably better for us. I mean, that can take out the bones, which saves the Prophet, who I'd otherwise previously defended. So if instead I defend the Venom, Prophet still generates mana, and then we throw the attacks against the targets they'd reached previously. Now we just have the Paladin that needs to be defended by a single action. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this. It's going to be very easy next turn to take out that core. A lot of mana from the Prophet sets up the possibility of multiple soothes. Wizard, you still do have a cantrip side, which could contribute to more mana, but I do wonder if defense is better for you right now. Probably not, admittedly, because it's going to be difficult to stop that Venom from taking that damage this round, frankly. Plague, good hit. Paladin hits one of their best defensive sides. We got the Plague again. Ridiculous. Okay, game's over. Big Plague on the dragon, and then Venom has a Plague that says 40 damage. Plus 35, Poison Plague. Also pain. And I'm going to use it to kill the core. And then I'm going to give the Venom the ability to do it again, and then I'm going to kill the dragon. And then I'm going to attack and burst the archer. Click the end, lowering my characters down to a Lost, Brigand, Defender, Splint, and Student for the next round. No, I will never escape this fate. Interesting. In the next run, we will be able to choose between the two blessings. Fumes. Max HP is +2. Poisoned. Hang on. The monster with the most HP starts poisoned for 2. Or Leyline. The third spell you cast each fight is free. For the moment, though, let me just say that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Sliced and Diced. This run is ridiculous. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Playlist in the description down below with also with all of my content in the game past, present, and future. There's also stuff on the screen that you can click and people on the screen that help the channel run. Much thanks to each and every one of them and to each and every one of you for watching.